and 3D animation. Animation is an important part of computer graphics and is widely used in movies, games, and many real-world applications. In this presentation, I will explain what animation is, the principles of animation, and how 3D animation works along with its advantages and applications. Pushpin Introduction. Animation is the technique of creating the illusion of motion using a sequence of images. It plays a major role in entertainment, education, and communication. Modern animation mainly uses computer graphics. Used in movies, games, and advertisements. Makes visuals more engaging and interactive. Helps in storytelling and explaining concepts. Important part of multimedia and computer graphics. Pushpin. What is animation? Animation is the process of displaying images rapidly to create movement. Each image is called a frame, and together they form motion. It is widely used in digital media. Based on frame-by-frame technique. Creates illusion of life and motion. Used in films, apps, and games. Improves visual communication. Pushpin. What are principles of animation? Principles of animation are rules that make animation realistic and appealing. These were developed by Disney animators. They help in improving motion quality. Makes animation smooth and natural. Helps in controlling motion and timing. Improves audience understanding. Used in both 2D and 3D animation. Pushpin. Types of animation. Animation can be created in different forms based on techniques and tools. Each type has its own use and complexity. Traditional animation, which is hand-drawn. 2D animation, which uses flat images. 3D animation, which uses depth and models. Stop-motion animation. Pushpin. What is 3D animation? 3D animation is the process of creating moving objects in a 3D space. It includes height, width, and depth. It gives more realistic results than 2D. Uses software like Blender and Maya. Objects can be rotated and viewed from all angles. Used in movies and games. Provides realistic motion and effects. Pushpin. 12 Principles of Animation. The 12 principles are basic guidelines used to create realistic animations. They improve motion quality and visual appeal. Include squash and stretch, timing and anticipation. Helps in making movement believable. Used in professional animation. Improves storytelling and clarity. Pushpin. Squash and stretch. Squash and stretch gives flexibility to objects during motion. It helps in showing weight and volume. It is one of the most important principles. Used in bouncing objects. Maintains volume while changing shape. Adds realism to motion. Makes animation lively. Pushpin. Timing and spacing. Timing refers to speed of action, while spacing controls distance between frames. Together they define motion behavior. Controls fast and slow movement. Helps in showing emotions. Improves realism. Important for smooth animation. Pushpin. Follow through and overlapping action. This principle shows that parts of an object move at different speeds. It adds realism to motion. Hair and clothes move after body stops. Creates natural movement. Adds detail to animation. Improves visual quality. Pushpin. Example of 3D animation workflow. 3D animation follows a step-by-step process to create final output. Each stage is important for quality animation. Modeling, which means creating the object. Rigging, which means adding bones. Animation, which means movement. Rendering, which means final output. Pushpin. Advantages of 3D animation. 3D animation provides realistic visuals and better user experience. It is widely used in modern industries. High-quality realistic graphics. Reusable models. Better visual effects. Useful in multiple fields. Pushpin. Limitations of 3D animation. 3D animation also has some drawbacks due to complexity and cost. It requires proper tools and skills. Requires powerful systems. Time-consuming process. Needs technical knowledge. Expensive software. Pushpin. Applications of 3D animation. 3D animation is used in many industries for visualization and entertainment. It improves understanding and engagement. Movies and gaming. Architecture design. Medical simulation. Advertising and marketing. Pushpin. Summary. Animation creates motion using images, and principles make it realistic. 3D animation is an advanced form with many applications. Enhances visual communication. Uses principles for realism. Widely used in industries. Has both advantages and limitations. Microphone ending after summary. Thank you. That's all about my presentation. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer them.